Good morning, everybody. My name is Jam. My full name is James Ortiz. Somebody kind of threw the nickname Jam Pants at me a long time ago, and it stuck, and so I'm running with it. Um, so yeah, feel free to call me Jam or James or Jim or Jimmy. I really don't mind any of them. I'm going to let you know a little bit about myself. I'm 25 years old. I know I don't look it. I can't even grow a full beard, and I know I need to shave because, I mean, like, the patches aren't very attractive, whatnot, but I'm participating in No Shave November with a friend of mine, so, yeah, it's just a little silly thing, but, you know. Let's see, I'm attending college right now, kind of half-heartedly. A couple years ago when I moved here to Fayetteville, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, didn't know where I was going, didn't have any direction, and just started attending college because, you know, what else was I going to do? Get a job? Oh, not likely. But in all seriousness, like, I enjoyed college a bit, but I mean, a lot of it's BS, really. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I kind of fancy myself a writer. I like to use my creativity to come up with stories or poems and stuff like that. Just what I want to do. I'm also a bit of a performance artist. Like, whenever I started attending college, I didn't really know what I was going there for, so I just took a bunch of, like, for my major I picked fine arts, and then started taking acting classes and stuff, and found I had a knack for it, and I enjoyed it, and, you know, got up on stage, and the first time I felt that nervous energy, and I turned that energy into something creative and cool. I was like, wow, this is totally fun. So you know, I like it, and I don't consider myself an actor or anything, really. I mean, I can act, yeah, and all that good stuff, but I really would like to be a voice actor. I think that'd be so cool. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about either. Um, I do want to talk a little bit about my past, but not in this video, because that's a whole subject on shadow self and stuff like that. But pretty much I was kind of a screw up when I was a teenager, young adult. I didn't really have direction, alienated a lot of friends, used heavily, drank heavily, just you know, negative person. Wanted out, just didn't have the courage to get out, and thank goodness I didn't, because I mean, something kept me here, and I'm glad it did, because right now I'm very happy, and anybody can be happy. Um, I mean, if you choose to be, right? And I know how it is. People used to be like, yeah, it's just, you can choose to be happy, and I was like, prove it. You know, you can't prove it, but, you know, you gotta go out and find out for yourself. I mean, just try. You'll get it. Promise. Alright. If you really try. What else do I got here on my cheat sheet? Yeah, I gotta use a cheat sheet. I'm an introvert by nature. Didn't really know that until fairly recently. I don't like being around large groups of people unless, like, I'm very comfortable around them, because I don't like sharing my energy, you know, if it's with people that aren't gonna really, you know, appreciate, you know what I mean? Like whenever I'm with my friends, we share our energy freely with each other, because that's just, you know, what we do, and that's what it's about. But you know, we don't like to waste our energy on people that don't, you know, really care about us, or, you know, want to, you know, be better, you know, in their life, or, you know, if they're just a negative person, like, I don't want to share my energy with you, because I gotta, I mean, I got better things to do with it, you know. But I'm an introvert by nature. This doesn't mean I'm just like a shell of a person and stay to myself all the time. That's not what an introvert is. Like I said about the energy earlier, we just, you know, we cultivate our own energy, so we don't like to, you know, we don't need to take it from other people. Some people try to take it from us. We're like, no. You know, and then we somersault out of the room, because, you know, why not? Keep it light. You know, I guess, I have a problem with the terminology and the monikers that people put on things, like, you know, introvert and, you know, all that stuff. But I mean, it serves a purpose, right? It's like in that Misfits episode where Nathan was like, he said, "Why do we gotta go putting labels on everything? Otherwise nobody will know what the fuck's going on." But anyway, that was a fun thing. Anyway, if you haven't seen if you haven't watched Misfits, that British show, go watch it. It's good. So like, yeah, I mean, I kind of had like problems being like, when somebody was like, "Hey, yeah, you're totally an empath. You didn't know that?" And I was like, "Whatever. Why are you labeling me?" But I mean, it's kind of true, you know, like you know, like empathy, you know, like when you feel people's pain. Like I didn't know when I was a little kid. I was watching like one of those shows, like, you know, Worlds, blah 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 blah, and it was like, you know, people that were like in accidents and stuff. And I saw this guy get his back injured, and I was like, "Mom," my mom was watching it with me at the time. I was like, "Mom, my back hurts. Why?" And she was just like, "Oh, you know, Brad, whatever." No, she's an awesome lady, but like, she didn't understand like why. I didn't understand why either. But like, there's people like, "Oh yes, empathy," and like, I think everybody has empathy, but like, you know, I'm definitely highly empathic. Like, that's why when I was a teenager and young adult, I used and drank so heavily, because I couldn't deal with this barrage of energy and emotions coming at me, so I numbed it out. In hindsight, probably wasn't a good idea, but hey, learned a lot of valuable lessons, right? Okay. I love animals. I love cats. Cat is my spirit animal, through and through. Always has been, always will be. I have 3 cats, 3 boy cats. From youngest to oldest, we have Mr. Miyagi, Harkle. His full name is Harkle Harple Morkai the Red the Third. And then Cashed, and he's the oldest. He's kind of the guardian. And then we hit my sister's cat, and she is actually in the bathroom on the other side of that wall over there. She's old and quite ill, so she's in my bathroom, so I can like be there next to her, take care of her. Moved her litter box in there and everything. Got set up a little bed next to the toilet, you know. Put her food bowl and stuff in there. So just trying to make her comfortable until she decides it's her time to pass on. Yeah, I love nature. I love going out and being in nature. It's like, if you ever feel kind of low and need a little vibrational boost, just go take a walk in the woods. You know, like that's what I do. And it's amazing. I mean, I do spend a lot of time like indoors, and because like I said, I'm an introvert, so I like to be in my room. This is my like sanctuary. You know, all of this stuff is my energy, and like, I'm used to it. This is where I can come and meditate and just, you know, recultivate my energy and all that stuff. And like, you have to be a very special person for me to allow you into my space, you know. So if you ever find yourself in my room, not like that, but anyway, yeah, I love nature. I love going for nature walks. And I also like my alone time. A lot of people take that as being, you know, reclusive and stuff, but it's really not. Yeah, I used to be very reclusive whenever I was using and doing all that kind of stuff. I just didn't know who I was, and even after I stopped drinking and using, I was still kind of in that, I don't know, you know, coming out of my shell phase. So there was a long period of time where I was just not interacting with anybody, just staying in my room and like going to class and coming home and playing video games, listening to music, stuff like that. But I mean, that was good for me at the time. But you know, now I know how to cultivate my energy and be relaxed and all that good stuff. And then when I go out into the public and into the real world, I can, you know, really focus on what I'm doing out there. Wow, coming on 10 minutes, and I am... Oh, okay. So I'm going to let you know a little bit about like what I'm doing with the paradigm shift. You know, if you go down to the link below, paradigmshiftcentral.com, you'll find everything that you need. All the tools and everything that you can use to actually start your own community or whatever you want to do, or just, you know, if you're just curious, go check it out. You know, I mean, what's it gonna hurt? So yeah, I'm the admin for Paradigm Shift Fayetteville, and I started that like maybe a month or so ago, and I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of support that I found. You know, if you decide that you want to delve into making your own little community or whatever, like, you're gonna find a lot of support if you're sincere about what you're doing and everything like that. It's outstanding, really it is. Yeah, Paradigm Shift Central. You know, I encourage you to go check that out. I encourage you to go. You know, if you're in Fayetteville, North Carolina, or just close by, or if you're just a supportive type person, you know, like, you know, people that support me, I go and support them, and you know, the whole cultural feedback wheel, right? So, yeah. So if you know, support me, I'll support you, and if you're like that, you're in that, you know, go. I encourage you to go like my page, the page at www.facebook.com/fayshift, FAYESHIFT, and I'll put a link down there. Okay. And also every Sunday at 9, there's a really cool Paradigm Shift Radio broadcast that is every Sunday at 9. I always post, you know, the thing on my Facebook, and all the other admins do too, you know. So I encourage you to check that out because it's usually a lot of fun and very informative. I want to give a shout out to my other admin, Laura, because, you know, it's just great to have support, you know, and help doing this. So thank you, Laura, for, you know, answering the call when I asked. So and with that in mind, I'm also keeping an eye peeled for other people that are, like, you know, sincere and really want to not, they don't just have a passive interest in this, they want to get involved and stuff. And I'm looking for people in the Fayetteville community who are like that want to, you know, get on board and help me, you know. And there's no leaders here, you know. I mean, we all have leader potential. It's just about understanding, you know, gaining the wisdom of when to lead and when to follow. So when, you know, that's what we're doing. This is practice. I'm learning how to be a leader, so whenever I'm called to be a leader, I can do it effectively, and whenever I'm called to be a follower, I know how to follow. Makes sense to me. Cheat, what you got for me? Looking for admins. Okay, I'm gonna let you know about the goals, some short-term, long-term goals. Like I said, a couple months, maybe like a month or so ago, I started the Phase Shift, and we're finally getting to where we're having our first meetup tonight, actually. So I'm excited about that, and I'm actually about to leave the house here in a little bit. Yeah, in a little bit to I gotta go pick up the refreshments that I promised everybody. So I'm gonna go do that in a little bit. Where is it? Where's Fayetteville? Where's Phase Shift going? That's a really good question because I don't really know. What I imagine is that, you know, more people are gonna get involved, and I can find kind of maybe, you know, find some people that will kind of take the reins out of my hands, or at least help me hold on to the reins. So in about a year or so, whenever I have all the fundage together, and like this idea I have about Paradigm Shift travels, like I want to get an RV or a bus or something, and like find people that want to volunteer to travel with me, and, you know, promote, just like go from state to state, festival to festival, whatever, what have you, and like promote paradigm shifty things. And, you know, the shift buttons are going to be a big part of that. And yeah, you should check out the paradigm shift buttons. I have a couple right here. We got a flower of life. Flower of life. Can't really see that. And that is the sigil logo for paradigm shift. That Skull Babylon, he made that. I really like it. But anyway, and here's some more. Like, there's other buttons, like this is some Alex Gray art for your eyes. They're amazing stuff. I love Oscar. Alien with a mustache. Yeah, and they're $1 a button. Like, come on, you go to Hot Topic or some other crappy store like that, you're gonna find buttons like this for like $5 a pop. Screw that. Go get yourself some dollar buttons, man. And then once you got the buttons, you know, create synchronicities with them. Alright, I'm running out of time here. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you so much for, you know, taking the time to watch this video, and for all the support. And, you know, I just love you guys so much. And thanks for bearing with me. I'm getting over a cold, so my voice is a little bit messed up, and I got 15 seconds left. So I just want to say namaste, and I hope everybody just has a wonderful day today. All right, thank you.